We're going to roll right along, finding the square roots of graphs. Now we have one line, one parabola. The process remains the same. We take the existing graph, we find the square roots of the heights of some points, and that becomes the graph of our square root function. So, as always, when we have x-intercepts, those remain x-intercepts when we take the square root. Those points, they have a height of 0. The square root of 0 is 0. Next point along the way I'm going to pick, to make the calculations a little bit easier, that point with a height of 1, we'll take the square root of 1 and also still get 1. Last point, I'm going to pick this one here because it is at a height of 4. Take the square root. Square root of 4 is 2, so that point on the square root function becomes 2. No sense in taking points to the left of what I've chosen because we'll be taking the square roots of negatives, which we can't do. So the square root of that function looks approximately like that. With the parabola, again, x-intercepts will remain x-intercepts. Square root of 0 is 0. Being a parabola, I can double up and pick 2 points that have a height of 1. Take the square root of that height. Square root of 1 is also 1. Those points remain the same. Next 2 points I'll pick will be the ones that are at a height of 4. Because the square root of 4 is 2, those points will move down towards 2. This graph of this function will actually exist in 2 different branches because we have the branch on the left where the parabola is positive, so the square root exists. That section in the middle where the parabola is below the x-axis will not have a square root that exists, and the section on the right will exist as well. So our x-axis is always going to serve as our starting point. We have one branch that goes off to the left, and one branch that goes off to the right.